Getting a six-pack is actually simple. Most men over 35 will never see their abs. Not because they're too old, not because their metabolism slowed down, and not because they didn't do enough crunches. They fail because they're solving the wrong problem. First of all, thanks for tuning in. I am Coach Bear, and I explain fitness stuff. If you're ready to learn more, subscribe my channel and stay tuned. Coach Bear sees this mistake constantly. Guys grinding through endless workouts for their abs, crunches, sit-ups, random core circuits, sweating like crazy. Then they look in the mirror and nothing changes. The stomach is still flat, still soft, still hiding everything underneath, and it's like trying to carve a statue while it's still buried under sand. And here's the part most people never explain. Getting a six-pack is actually simple, not easy, but simple, because visible abs come down to just three things: build the muscle, remove the cover, and activate the biological switch most men ignore. Miss even one of these and your abs stay invisible, no matter how hard you train. So let's break this down the way Coach Bear teaches his athletes. Step 1. Build the armor. The first mistake most men make is trying to reveal abs. They start dieting immediately. More cardio, less food, random core workouts every day. But abs are just muscle, and muscle responds to one thing above everything else: tension, not fast reps, not endless crunches, real resistance. Coach Bear calls this building the armor, because strong abs protect your spine like armor plating protects a warrior. But most men train their core like it's made of glass. Light reps, fast movements. No progression. Imagine trying to build bigger arms with 2-pound dumbbells forever. It wouldn't work. Your abs are no different. They need challenge. Slow hanging leg raises, weighted planks, ab wheel rollouts, heavy cable crunches, each rep controlled, each movement deliberate. The goal isn't the burn, the goal is tension. Think of your abs like steel cables holding your body together. If the cables never experience load, they never grow thicker. And if they never grow thicker, there's nothing impressive to reveal later. 2 or 3 focused core sessions per week. Progressively harder. More tension, more strength, more control. But building the muscle is only half the equation, because even powerful abs can stay completely invisible. Step 2. Remove the cover. This is where most frustration begins. You train your core. You feel stronger, but the mirror still doesn't show anything. That's when people start thinking something is wrong. Maybe it's genetics. Maybe it's age. Maybe abs just aren't possible anymore. But Coach Bear explains it differently. Right now, your abs are like a powerful engine. But that engine is sitting under a thick blanket. The engine exists. You just can't see it. That blanket is body fat, and fat loss is the most overcomplicated topic in fitness. You'll hear about detoxes, carb elimination, extreme fasting, but the body runs on a much simpler rule: energy in versus energy out. If your body consistently burns slightly more energy than it consumes, fat slowly disappears. That's physics. But here's the trap most men fall into: they try to lose fat too aggressively. Crash dieting. Massive calorie cuts. For a few weeks, it feels productive. The scale drops quickly, but soon energy crashes. Sleep worsens, hunger explodes, and the diet collapses. Coach Bear calls this the rubber band effect. Pull too hard and it snaps back. The smarter approach is boring. Slight calorie control, consistent protein, whole foods most of the time, minimal liquid calories, no mindless late night snacking, nothing extreme, just structure. Because a visible midsection isn't built from 30 days of suffering. It's built from 90 days of consistency, small deficits, sustainable habits, progress that compounds. But even if you train correctly, and even if your nutrition is perfect, step 3, activate the biological switch. You can train your abs perfectly. You can control your calories, and your stomach can still refuse to lean out. This hidden factor sabotages millions of men after 35, recovery, more specifically, sleep. Coach Bear has trained athletes for years, and one pattern shows up again and again. When sleep drops below 6 hours per night, fat loss slows down dramatically. Hormones shift, cortisol rises, water retention increases, cravings explode. Suddenly, the same diet that worked before stops working. The same workouts feel harder. Energy disappears, and progress stalls. Your body starts behaving like a leaking bucket. No matter how much effort you pour in, results keep draining out. That's why recovery is the biological switch. 7 hours minimum, 8 hours ideal, cool room, dark environment, no screens, late at night. It sounds simple, but the impact is enormous. Better sleep stabilizes hunger, improves training performance, accelerates fat loss, and allows your body to reveal the muscle you've already built. Without recovery, the system collapses. The system that actually works. Now step back and look at the entire picture. Train your abs with real resistance 2 or 3 times per week. Lift heavy compound movements that challenge your whole body. Maintain a small calorie deficit with consistent nutrition. Sleep 7 to 8 hours every night. Repeat this for 3 months. That's the blueprint. No miracle exercises, no starvation diets, no endless cardio, just biology and physics executed consistently. What simple actually means. Simple doesn't mean effortless. Simple means clear, you know exactly what works. Now, it's about execution. Coach Bear often tells his athletes something important. Discipline is repeating simple behaviors long enough for them to compound. Abs are the compound interest of fitness. Hundreds of workouts, hundreds of meals, hundreds of nights of recovery. Most men quit after 3 weeks, and not because the system failed, but because they expected speed instead of structure. The body rewards consistency, not urgency. Identity shift. And this is where everything changes. You're not chasing a six-pack to impress strangers. You're building a body that still performs at 45, 50, even 60. A strong core means a stronger spine, better posture, less back pain, and more athletic movement. The six-pack is just the visible proof. Proof that you built the system. Proof that you stayed consistent. Proof that your body still adapts. Coach Bear doesn't train for temporary aesthetics, he trains for decades of capability. The abs are simply the side effect. Final reality check, getting a six-pack is simple. Build the muscle, reduce the fat, recover properly, repeat consistently. What makes it difficult is distraction, shiny programs, extreme diets, impatience. But once you remove the noise, the path becomes obvious. Simple principles, executed relentlessly.